and it comes on strong. It comes from everywhere and it won't be long. So plug me in. Why don't you plug me in? Come on now and plug me in. I need you to plug me in. Yeah, plug me in. It ain't no sin. I am going for the win, so plug me in. Yeah, plug me in. All right, it ain't no sin. Oh yeah, I am going for the win, so plug me in. Yeah, plug me in.
The following special may contain coarse language, offensive opinions, random nonsense, ridiculous shenanigans, and passionate rants. It should probably not be viewed by anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Are you ready?
We'll do it live! F it, do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here? Here we go.
We have returned, ladies and gentlemen. We have returned to replace Drake at the cookout. That's just how it goes now. Dylan and I are replacing Drake at the cookout, and
Hell yeah.
you know what else happens during cookouts?
I get put in the spare bedroom.
Well, that too, but sometimes there's fireworks. Sometimes, they happen during the summer, and there might be something coming up soon in the US that there's a reason we're wearing different colored shirts today. If y'all like these
stretch
fire ass shirts, the red, white, and blue collection is now officially live over on cyberskullmerch.com. Y'all can go get you one. We got the little bitty in the front with the big one in the back and the big one in the front, and then the women's fit too. So they're not like specifically 100%. There's no American flag. So all of our UK fans, the Union Jack is red, white, and blue. So y'all can still get one of these and rep it without getting beat up in your home country. So go ahead and hook you boys up, because this is only going to run till the end of the month, and then they're gone. So our first limited run collection, it's for the holidays, for the summer. And who knows what we're going to drop next. So welcome in, everybody. We are Cyber Skull Media. This is Hall of Fandom Behind the Ren. I am your lovely host, Thunderius, joined by my absolutely cantankerous co-hosts.
Cantankerous? That's a big word. Shades.
And I am Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan is, he's, normally you can't put baby in a corner, but sometimes Dylan puts himself there.
I do. That's where I belong.
Yeah, Dylan in the laundry room. Dylan's not home right now. He's doing family stuff, but he still made it to Behind the Ren today, set aside some time today so that we could do this. So, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Who y'all got in here today? We got LC and Peter Brennan and Mary and Ophelia and Leaf King and Infrared and Kia and Olive and Randy and Snarls Barkley. Oh wait, that's Dylan. And
That's
Ed
me.
and all the Steves are here today. All the
Hey,
Steves are
Vicariant?
up in here today. Vicariant's
We got-
here. What up? Look at
Yeah.
that. Look at that. I just
Nice.
now seen it. Look
Hell
at that.
yeah.
What's up, Vicariant? How we doing today? Gingers are like rare Pokemon. They're special.
Yes.
True, we're
is
shinies. We're
true.
the shinies of the human race.
2% of the world's population.
Yeah, we're the real minorities over here, okay?
That's right.
Well, welcome in everyone. Now today is going to start. If you're not sure what we've covered in the past, I have graphics. I'll post new ones after this of each part of what we've covered. So we do these so we can do the behind the scenes stuff, the Ren lore stuff. And someone sent us a big ass super to cover the chapter series. So we're only going to do the first chapter today. So we're going to start out today with the first chapter. So I didn't bring Kleenexes because Thundy don't cry. All right. But we're going to start out with something a little bit serious today. So wherever we go after that, is up to you guys and your super chats. So that's the plan today. How y'all feeling today? How you boys doing today?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. Late night, but I'm good.
Shades was out partying last night, man.
Hey, we
Maybe.
got Dottie out in Oregon. That's my favorite place.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Home of the Goondocks, the Oregon Ducks.
hey, I see Steve made a comment.
Hey,
Steve
Steve.
Prefontaine.
No, sir.
Oh, I have him with me.
Listen, Cyber Skull is gonna have white in it regardless. So listen, we just tried to be as inclusive as we could with these, okay? So it is what it is, baby. So I guess before we get started, I'll open up today's brew of the day. Today's brew, I went to the store and they had something new. It's called Millstream Brewing Company, and it's Back Road Oatmeal Stout. I know we like the brews over here. What else? It's 6.7%. And I'm not even sure. Oh, Shades. These are brewed in the Amana colonies.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is where the
Hey,
Amish are.
And my dog, remember? My Amish dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan's Amish dog is from where this beer is brewed.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank
Michelle
you for
Dobby
the
subscribed to
subscribble.
the channel.
Yeah, I'm not having any beer today. At least not
either.
yet. I mean, not even 5 o'clock yet.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Listen, I stayed
Somebody-
home
somebody
last
sang that.
night and watched movies. Okay, I caught up on 2 movies that I hadn't seen that I had been slipping on. Ministry or the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, right? Isn't that how it goes? And
Yeah, something like that.
and which I thought was a great fucking movie. And then I watched the new Ghostbusters movie finally, Dylan.
Frozen Empire?
I did.
I love that movie.
It was okay.
Hey, I watched the same movie 4 times this weekend.
You did. You watched the movie of the year this weekend. Oh, this is
I
good.
did. I watched Sinners. Anybody that hasn't seen it, you should watch it like ASAP.
Yes, go watch Sinners. Especially if you like blues music. Good movie. Good movie.
Little Irish jig in there.
Be right back. I need to walk my boys, then I'll join you with an inches cider. I think you would call it hard. Wait, I got something for this. I'm too slow. I don't know where my rim shot is. I'm fired.
Don't move fast either.
Nope. There it is. That one's really quiet. But yeah, so I guess we've been just grabbed my red, white, and blue tea. Look at that. Thank you, Deb. Was that an
She's a
Aussie
sweetheart.
voiceover? It might be an Aussie voiceover. Why?
Who said?
Who's doing Harry Pottering today for cover? Dude, I have, Bree. I watched every episode the day after it aired, the night after it aired. I watched every episode. Mobland is my series of the year so far, closely followed by The Studio. But we're not here for movie talk today, although we could be.
We could.
We could, but that's not
Yeah,
what
this is
everybody
our
showed
show.
up
We
for.
do whatever we want.
Dylan's hiding from the kids. Correct.
Hey, if Shades had seen Sinners, we could talk about that for like 2 hours easy.
Well, that needs an entire show all by itself. To be
That's
fair.
what I'm saying.
mean-
There's a lot going on. Very deep.
But he sucked me into that ungentlemanly warfare movie. He probably could have got me with Sinners last night too, but
Oh man,
I was like,
think
no,
you'll
I'm
like
out.
it.
Trying to get the bandmate over to watch it. And Accountant 2 is fire. I saw it in theaters. What are we
I
doing
haven't seen
after
it yet.
chapter? I don't know yet. Depends on who sends the first super chat for whatever we're going to cover from Ren, behind the scenes or Ren Lore. So why don't we go ahead? And get on into this then? We'll get on into this in 13 minutes. Excuse me, just trying to find a seat. What is up, Tone Deaf? Well, we're starting out with something a little serious today, Mr. Tone Deaf. We're doing some chapters. At least the first episode. Then we're trying to get goofy after that. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna need some levity.
Right? We gotta need someone to send us some goofy shit to watch after this. But I see I got my oatmeal stout. We said hello to everybody. Why is Dylan so zoomed out? Because he's in a different setting right now. You gotta scooch up to the camera, Dylan. Everyone wants to see your pretty face.
My beard's looking lovely today.
Oh, I wish I could grow one.
We wouldn't know because you were so far away.
It's still glistening.
Yeah, we did. We heard Webby's work with Ren's turning into an album now, so we're pretty hyped about that. Then we're going to interview Dave, Webby's dad, and ask him to scold Webby. We got to ground him for not coming to the Midwest.
Yes.
I'm rich, biatch!
Thank you, Deb.
Thank you, Deb. Let's go. Thundy's been working his ass off. We appreciate you. Well, I guess right before we get into it, we're also going to make the announcement that we're taking the week off, guys. We did fail or fire for 1 year straight, multiple videos a week, every week, but I think we had a single video when I was traveling back from Atlanta. We're taking a break, even though we're still going to have a video this week, technically because of this. Fail or fire, we're taking a break. We went 1 year straight without a break. Thundy's dealing with some sickness. I'm down with the sickness over here.
And
it's time for a little, it's not really going to be a vacation because we're still going to be working. I'm still going to be editing our next podcast. Otherwise, I'm never going to get our next podcast done. And you guys are going to love.
Rich, biatch!
Okay, we got it. We got our next video, Ren's spontaneous stream jam for some levity. Longer one, but it's good fun, and we all love it almost as much as we love you. Aww.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Thank you, brother. You're smoking.
Been waiting to use that one.
perfect timing.
Well, so yeah. Oh, you don't have to worry about donating. We just appreciate you being here. You guys rock with us, and we love it. So
That's right.
yeah. So we're taking the week off. The next podcast. Well, because we've got Ren and Token dropping next week. Then we got more Ren dropping after that at some point very soon. So we're taking a break before things get really, really crazy. And our next podcast, who it's with, I think everybody watching is going to want to tune in for. And tune in for the things that we dive into. Addiction, mental health, lots of crazy stuff. And there's way too many laughs to go around. It's going to be a long edit. But I think if I have the whole week just to edit that, I can get it out by next Monday. But we'll try. But up, I just play it. Shut up, I just play it. I'm working on it, okay? Okay? All right. We're getting there. We just got to let people know what's coming up this week so that they're not, like, slammed when we announce it at the end of the video for those who don't get there. So, all right, let's do this. This is Ren
Let's go.
Chapters, Episode 1.
Hello everyone, this is the first time I've done something like this before. I wanted to write it down because there's a lot and I didn't want to miss anything. And Some parts of this might be a little bit uncomfortable to listen to, but I wanted to stay as true as possible to the story, not miss anything, for the sake of people who might be going through something similar, or for the sake of people who don't, but want to help understand a little bit more. Yeah. I promise that everything in this story is 100% true. Nothing is exaggerated for dramatic effect. Some names I don't mention and some details I don't go too far into or downplay them for the sake of the people around me. Timelines might occasionally be a little bit off, but that's just because I've had to write everything from memory from a time that was quite hazy. I asked before embarking on this journey with me that you all respect the privacy of myself and the people around me. You might be compelled to reach out to some of the people that I mention, cast judgment, praise them, criticize them, and I ask you kindly not to. It's my choice to be in the public eye, and it's mine alone. This is the first time my story is on the public record in a concise way. Being in the public eye is strange. The more that I give to you, the less that I get to keep for myself. I don't find the experience of sharing particularly enjoyable. I don't so much like the questions that follow. And I'm not a medical expert, so I don't like to be seen as somebody with all the answers, because I don't have them. And because of the empathy that I feel, I'm compelled to try and help as many people as possible. But the last time I opened myself up to this on a one-on-one basis, I was surrounded by a lot of death. And there simply weren't enough hours in the day. So I ask you, if you need support, please reach out to a professional or use my music as your companion. I share my story in hopes that somebody who needs it finds it, that it provides hope, that it might ease the suffering for the people like me. I like my solitude, so I ask that anyone who respects the work I make and respects my contribution to the world to respect my solitude. A lot happened in my teenage years, and I didn't live the most normal of lives, but I'll save that story for another time. The important thing to contextualize this story is that I was full of life. I was full of a burning desire to change the world. The flaws in how we interact seemed obvious to me. I believed in people's power to change the unnecessary suffering we inflict upon ourselves. I was also enamored with music. Music is the closest thing to God that I have. It's a gateway to the unexplainable, and it's a way of communicating the inexpressible. There's just one moment that I want to share with you from the years before I got sick. I was 17, and I felt indestructible. I'm not sure why, but my whole life I had this feeling inside myself that I was meant to do something important, not for myself, not for praise, not for personal gain, but something that would change the world for the better. It's hard to describe it without coming across like an egomaniac or having some sort of God complex, but I felt like I had some sort of divine purpose. And I remember feeling this so strongly that one afternoon after school, I stood in the center of my bedroom and I spoke loud into an empty void. I said that I would single-handedly take on and defeat the forces of evil, and I welcomed them to try their best. Throughout the years, that memory stuck with me, taunting me sometimes. Flash forward to 2019. I remember the first day I knew something was wrong very well. I woke up in an unfamiliar room in Cardiff, feeling like a raven had perched itself upon my heart. Every time my heart beat, it's like some part of me was aware of the foreboding death sentence that was to come. Some sort of primal instinctive dread. Everything felt wrong, and I felt prosthetic, like I could tear my own skin off and observe, though I was watching passively from another room. The night before, I'd been in Cardiff visiting friends in university. It was the end of summer, we'd gone out to a few bars. I wasn't really enjoying myself. That year I'd been struggling with social anxiety, perhaps from years of abusing my brain with a whole pick and mix and selection of party drugs. Engaging with society felt like stepping into the ring with a heavyweight champion. Every single fucking question felt like an oncoming haymaker I had to socially navigate because of my very limited toolkit of charisma at the time. I don't know why I cared about being liked so much, but the more I cared, the less equipped I became to have a simple human conversation. I used to deal with this by getting fucking hammered. That night was no exception. I got smashed, lost my phone, and woke up in a strange apartment. In the bed opposite mine was a snoring rugby player and his girlfriend. Everything just seemed off, and it wasn't a hangover. My first thought was I'd been spiked. I quietly gathered all my belongings and left before anyone could wake up and punch me with a conversation. I wandered around the grey Cardiff in the haze, feeling like I've just been rigged up to an IV bag full of ketamine and cyanide, and the whole world just seemed off, like I was looking at it through a tunnel. A heavy feeling of fear clung around me like a straitjacket. The only comforting thought was that with enough time, rest and water, it would pass. But it didn't. For 8 long years, it didn't. And this is my story of an 8-year-long nightmare.
Well, that was quite an introduction to part 1,
Yeah, we're just now getting part 1.
right? I really like the visuals. Quite artistic.
Sure. It's crazy that he talks about how he had this feeling of he was meant to do something. For a long time after my accident, I've been feeling like, I'm supposed to be here for something. Like, is this it? Like, all right, am I supposed to be here helping push this guy? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I can relate with that with my cancer struggles is I definitely got to be here for something, right? Not just couldn't just beat cancer to just sit here and not do anything, right? So
Yep.
anything that we can do to push with the platform that we've got to push artists that we love, ones that have massive, incredibly engaging communities like Ren to ones that people don't even know about yet is what we're going to be here for. And whether they're independent or every once in a while, we'll cover someone like Yellow Card, who's a bigger name, or we'll cover Linkin Park. But at the end of the day, we just love music and what it does for us in our times of need, no matter who it is that's making it. So there's just people like this that people really gravitate towards because of their personal stories and struggles. And we've heard a lot about Ren over the last, like, we haven't even been covering him for a year. We covered this back in like August or September is when we first found Ren, and there's still a lot that we don't know about his personal story and struggles. So that's kind of why we're going down this chapter's journey to learn a lot more of the detail behind who he is and why we are doing these streams so that we can learn more about him and his struggles and what he really wants and means to do with his music as a whole. So, whether it's the platform that we create to help other artists out, whether it's events that we're planning that should come to fruition within the next couple of years, whether it's something that we just have no idea about yet, I think we're on the right track. A lot of people relating here in the comments. We appreciate all you guys for being here, and we're here. Whatever way we can be to help you out, help you feel better, brighten your day, bring a smile to your face. If you want to join our Discord, feel free to do that. There's a lot of people there who are willing to listen. We have a lot of people share some of the struggles they have going on and get some support. So everything we can do to create a supportive, positive community and help people out with their mental, their physical, whatever we can do, that's what we're here for, man.
So I will add a quote that stuck with me for the last, probably 10 years. I was at a show and a band, The Color Morale, a lot like ISO is for you, Thundy. The Color Morale is for me as far as their message and getting me through some times in my life. And they're at a show in Omaha, and as he closed out the show, and it's heavy music, everybody goes hard, but everybody loves each other, right? The show atmosphere is really one of togetherness. And he ended with a statement that I've never forgotten, and I got to visit with him afterwards. He said, "Look at the people in the room, look at the person next to you." He said, "They all need you more than you need you." So that message of selflessness has always stuck with me. And so whenever I have an opportunity to either be a sounding board or offer advice or just an ear, I really took that to heart, and I've tried to live that life. And I've always been fairly selfless as it stands, but hearing that message from somebody that has that platform and a guy who truly lived his life that way, Garrett Rapp from The Color Morale has been incredibly selfless and helpful to countless people. I mean, he's the reason I have No Hope tattooed on my knuckles. No KNOW. You always have to know that hope is out there. So, yeah, the music that we listen to and push, the reason we do is it is our therapy. The part where he said, my music can be your companion. He's not one to offer medical advice or this or that, but if his music can be a companion to somebody, that's a lot of the music that we gravitate towards. So that part definitely stood out.
Anything else before we continue on with part one?
Nope.
All right, here we go.
I returned back to my dad's home. He was living with his partner at the time. It wasn't my home, so I already felt uncomfortable and out of place. These unusual symptoms persisted. I figured I'd caught some sort of virus and I'd get better with time, but by the end of the week things were a lot worse. I took myself to the doctor and he said he thought it sounded viral, that if I went home and got enough rest it would eventually pass. And it didn't. For 8 years it didn't. I returned for my second year of university. My brain was full of fog and my body felt poisoned. There were intermittent days where I felt like a hollow suit of skin. I'd sit in lectures unable to focus and was devoid of any sort of personality. I'd be able to have basic conversations, yeses and nos, but I was stripped of the ability to think spontaneously. It's like my body was taking up so much processing power being sick that I could not have original or spontaneous thought. The most peculiar thing about this was there was a me that was aware that this was all happening and was observing it from outside of myself, locked out, screaming silently, banging on the walls of my mind to be let in, and never successfully. And nonetheless, there I was, like a ghost haunting myself. My usual routine was getting home, running a shower and curling up into a ball to cry underneath the running water, not understanding what was going on. I brought myself to the doctors numerous times during this period, requesting every blood test they'd let me have, often being dismissed and told things like stress from university can cause strange symptoms. But how come no one I knew in university could relate to this? Eventually I was put on a 6-month-long waiting list to see a mental health specialist who did a short 1-page questionnaire and wrongly diagnosed me as hypercycling bipolar and put me on a course of citalopram. After a few weeks it stole my ability to sleep. I was told to stick it out and it would level out and eventually I'd feel more like myself. I stuck it out and I got worse and I pulled myself off it after 2 weeks in a row of sleepless nights and insomnia. There's something pretty peculiar about being told you're in some sort of spectrum of madness. Even if you suspect that you're mad, your diagnosis finds a way to claw itself into your identity even if it doesn't belong to you. Ever since I was a child, I'd always be asking what and why and how things worked. I couldn't really accept things as they were without knowing how. I carried into my adult years, and so as the bipolar hammer crashed and sentenced itself into my reality, I began searching online for behaviours associated with it, people's first-hand experiences, what it felt like to be manic. In these earlier days of my illness, the symptoms would fluctuate in severity day by day. Some days I'd be in the thick, tired fog, and other days they'd be more merciful. I began to associate the days of not suffering as mania and would act more erratically on the days that my symptoms were less bothersome. I did things like climbing out of windows of a 6-story student accommodation or get so drunk I'd wake up outside of the university campus lawn. But it wasn't mania. I just wasn't hurting. I spent 1 day a week with my therapist, who was teaching me cognitive behavioural therapy. The issue was, mentally reframing unexplainable symptoms caused a lot of cognitive dissonance for me. I was told my anxiety or depression was causing my symptoms, but in reality it was my symptoms which were making me anxious and depressed. So I was in some sort of inescapable bind. I'd devotedly work on my mental health, following every new tool for coping to the letter, only to have my symptoms get worse, which made me frustrated, raise the intensity of my treatment, only to get even more frustrated as my body seemed to deteriorate. After 6 months, I told my mum I'd happily saw off my own leg with a blunt knife if it meant my symptoms would vanish, and I meant it. I told her if I had to live with this strange feeling for 1 more year, I'd kill myself, and I meant that too. But something happened that winter which showed me firsthand the horrors and the fallout from suicide. I met Joe when I was 9 years old. I remember the first time clearly. I was standing in his living room and he turned to me and he was like, "Watch this." Then he proceeded to climb on top of his sofa and did a front flip onto a stone living room floor. He landed on his back and lay motionless for a few seconds before grinning, getting up, and then doing it all over again. We grew up terrorising the streets of the small village we grew up in, playing knock door run or breaking into people's gardens to play on their trampolines. We stayed friends throughout high school, going through various phases together. Joe was comedian of the group. I remember countless mornings after messy all-nighters, Joe would be cracking endless jokes like a professional stand-up routine, and we'd all be in tears laughing. When I started writing my first songs, Joe and Sega were the first people who always knew every word, and they would sing along at the top of their lungs. They gave me a lot of self-belief, and they helped me build the foundation of what I do today, and I owe them a lot for that. That Christmas, I came back home to Wales from university. On Christmas Eve, me and Joe were sat in a pub, and he turned to me, and he told me that he'd fantasized about walking into the sea until he was totally submerged. He had a pretty morbid sense of humour, so I didn't really take him as seriously as I should have. 2 days later, it's 3 a.m. and I get a phone call. It's my friend Ella. She tells me that Joe is on the bridge by my house. He was drunk, he'd called her up, and he told her he was going to jump. I was still half asleep. I fumbled, pulling on whatever clothes I could that were near, and I walked out of the front door, and the winter air stung my face, and it woke me up. Adrenaline kicked in, and I started sprinting towards the bridge. It was about a 5-minute walk, a 2.5-minute sprint. As I was running, I dialed Joe's number, and I get a busy tone, and I felt relief because it meant he was still alive. I kept hitting redial as I ran, and as I got about halfway to the bridge, the busy tone changes. I get an automated voice note saying the number's out of service, and my heart sunk. I got to the suspension bridge that connects Anglesey to the mainland, and it usually looks very beautiful. I sprint up and down the bridge yelling Joe's name, and silence, and it's deafening. And I peer over the bridge into the blackness, and the bridge sits about 100 feet above the water. Hitting cold water at that height is like smashing into concrete. And the waters are notoriously dangerous because of the cross current. I hear nothing, no sounds, nothing. I run up and down the bridge about 2 times before I spot a figure at the end of it, and my heart jumps into my throat, and I run towards the figure, and it's my friend Ricky who's had the same call, and we both run around up and down the bridge and around the surrounding area looking for Joe. More of his friends eventually arrive, and there's nothing. I was about a minute too late. We spent the next week walking up and down beaches with flashlights. And when it's that dark, every other large rock starts to look like a washed up body. We plastered all the neighbouring towns in missing posters, contacting whoever we could, someone who might know something. We checked bank records to see if any money had been withdrawn since he went missing. There was CCTV footage of him walking onto the bridge, but there wasn't any of him coming off. But there were dead zones in the footage, so there was still a small chance he could be alive. I was sleeping about 3 hours a night, pretty determined that we'd still find him. For about 10 days we had nothing, and then suddenly a call comes through while we're all at my friend Miles's house having food. It's the police. A body had been found in the water by the bridge. We piled into my friend's car. I remember being in the back seat in floods of tears, repetitively punching the back of the passenger seat as we drove to the scene. As we pull up, I saw a lifeless body being zipped up into a green bag near a parked ambulance. Its skin was bloated by the seawater, and it wasn't Joe. Someone else decided to jump that day. Joe was never found. It's difficult to truly let go when you can't say goodbye. For months following, I held on to this fantasy that we'd get a call that he'd run away to some European town and he was happy and he was healthy. But that call never came. The time during his inquest was also around the time I was struggling with the side effects of a new antidepressant. I remember sitting in the courtroom feeling like I was listening to the whole thing deep underwater. The judge felt the circumstances surrounding Joe's death didn't mean The judge felt that the circumstances surrounding Joe's death meant that the verdict was left open. It kind of stung even more to not have an official ruling of suicide. I remember going to visit his mum not long after and witnessing the aftermath of a mother grieving for her baby boy. The silence of his father, the tears of his mother. I decided that day that I'd have to wait until my illness killed me because I couldn't do it by choice. I couldn't put my family through that. Over the next 10 years, I returned to my hometown, only a handful of times following Joe's death. My last visit was in the summer of last year. I reconnected with Joe's parents and showed them a song that I'd written, simply entitled For Joe. We cried together, reminisced together, joked, and I'm proud to say that I gave Joe's mum enough money to afford a caravan she told me she'd been saving up for. That felt pretty good. We'd also do a fundraiser for the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, who were integral for searching for Joe during that time, and we raised a pretty good amount of money too. Being able to give back in whatever small way I could felt good, and it felt right for all the years Joe had made us all laugh till it hurt. He was a solid person, just a little lost, as we all are sometimes. And I miss him. Life was about to take an even more unusual turn, and I was about to meet the first angel of this story. So stay tuned for that.
So now we get in the song. That what's coming up next?
Damn.
Now, do we want to listen to the song in this setting, or
I mean,
what do we do here?
I think we just run with it. I was saying, damn, just listening to all this go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I didn't know, I guess, what I was expecting from this. I guess more of him than let's finish the video. Okay, we'll finish it out. But now I think each one of us knows somebody who opted out, um, and have maybe some similar stories. People in our lives that have disappeared just off the face of the earth, never to be heard from again, that were friends of us, and we'll never know whatever happened to them. I know I've struggled with these things myself. Nothing I'll get into today. The right setting and place comes along, I'll get more story about that for me. But, I'm bipolar, diagnosed, and deal with a lot of suicidal thoughts all the time. So, this hits pretty damn hard. So my eyeballs are just wet. All right. It's okay. It's just these allergies, but damn, man. I don't even know what else to really. How do you react to something like that, man?
You don't. You just listen.
I think we kind of already are.
Oh man. Well, welcome in those of you who are joining us now for the first time today. We just got through the bulk of the first episode of chapters, and we're gonna listen to For Joe now, and we're gonna see how this goes. Um, Thanks for being honest, and he helps others know they're not the only one. Yeah, you guys aren't alone out there, man. There's a reason that we all push mental health stuff on this channel. Like, it's June, it's Men's Mental Health Month. Why we made a post about it first day of the week that we're active again, and why we push not just Ren but ISO and Echo, and now there's this color morale that we got to dive into, and Ryan Oakes and Dirt Miller and someone else we never covered on here. Bring Me the Horizons, one I listen to a lot, and there's NF too that we've never covered, but we all listen to. There's a lot of great music out there. We always appreciate it when you guys share with us the music that really helps you in your times of mental need. So yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff. The onions are strong in this one. You're right, Steve. You're absolutely right. I'd be devastated, the guilt of feeling like I was too late. Yeah, there's whenever you get that message or you get that phone call about that person, you're like, damn, man.
So I've been there. I've had that message that I go back to often. Friend of mine 6 years ago, my childhood best friend. So January of 2019, he posted on social media that at 39 years old, he just felt like he was tired of struggling and had nothing left to give. Talked to him pretty extensively, tried to reconnect, and he made it to July and just couldn't fight anymore. And it's just, no matter how much I tried to get him to come out of that and go do stuff, let's talk about, he's a workout buddy, he was a life buddy, we liked music, all the things that we all discuss, tried to pull him out of that. And like I said, he made it until July, and I got a call from one of his sisters that he quit trying. So I've been there, and it's always a what if. I don't like beat myself up. I don't stress myself to the point of like breaking down over it. But man, if a person gets to that state, they're, no matter how hard you try, you can't outweigh that demon that they're fighting. Some people come out of it and some people don't. And unfortunately, my friend was one that could not. And oddly enough, at his funeral, there was a lot of relief. People knew that the pain he was living in and where he was at, he just, almost a sense of they could relax, not worrying about, where Travis was or, what he was going through. So it's a weird spot to be in, but it definitely, it hits pretty hard.
We're reading all your comments. We're here for you guys, man. We want to be a space people can come here and feel comfortable and deal with the things they got going on in their brain. If we can help one person stay on this earth, you know, then every video we've ever made, if just one video, one clip in something helps keep one person on this planet, it's worth it, man. Stay here. More people are going to miss you when you're gone than you realize. Things might be rough now, but they won't always be. They don't always have to be. And life is going to challenge you at times. You're going to go through some of the roughest things imaginable, but everything's temporary. Everything is temporary. No matter how long a temporary might be, it's still temporary. Well, should we listen to the song?
I suppose we should.
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
About to meet the first angel of this story, so stay tuned for that. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast, to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the angle. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying. And holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck. Another domino, it falls across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, Freckled angels stand strong. Freckled angels live on. Freckled angels climb higher. Freckled angels still inspire. Freckled angels won't forget you. Teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you. Now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth, made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
All right, it's those damn bogus Sinclair allergies I got over here. That was something.
Yeah. That's why we couldn't just do it on its own. I don't think that's a fail or a fire or a mid kind of a thing.
No, you don't rank a song like that.
When he sang Goosebumps, bro. And it goes from just like punching you in the pit of your stomach to almost hopeful when it turns. Comforting, I guess. I pulled up the lyrics. Wanted to talk about some of them. Yeah, Steve's right. Words fail me, so Ren fills my ears with what I wish I could say.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. Sorry, I'm trying to find the lyrics. I'm reading through them, and I'm not sure exactly which ones now stuck out that I wanted to talk about.
All of them.
All of them. I'm not going to read these today, but well, that's
Well,
yeah. I can't put into words what I really want to say, and I know that's what we're supposed to do over here, but I got nothing, man. That's rough, man. That hit hard.
I mean, if you kind of listen to it, you can understand why there's a predicament.
Yes. Ed, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Roberto
you.
Carlos subscribed to the channel.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Roberto. But
Wait a minute.
whew. Well, that was the first episode of Chapters. Now, Now, what was it that we were supposed to cover next to bring things back up a little bit?
Stream simultaneous. What is it? Spontaneous streams or something.
Like that, yeah.
Spontaneous stream jam.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Okay. Well, so here's my warning to everybody about today, especially with this, is because this is what happened. This is what happens on things sometimes is we get claimed, and until we can get them released, and not all of them can get released, YouTube is terrible right now with their AI placement of ads, and it gets littered with ads. So if this stream gets littered with ads afterwards, it's not our fault. I'm sorry. When we have power over it, I delete so many ads out of the streams. Insane. Like it'll put 100 ads in there, and I'll delete most of them. So we do what we can over here to make it a easy watch and experience over here as much as we can. So Miss Me Kate sent us the Ren Spontaneous Stream Jam, so we can cleanse our palate. It is 15 minutes long. So if y'all want to get in on this action, send us a super chat and tell us what Ren behind the scenes or Ren lore related video we should cover after this. And then we'll see if we have time for anything else after that today, because we are already almost an hour in. Good man, Pete. I understand. Shame on YouTube littering. Yeah, YouTube litter is really, really bad. But, all right, well, let's bring this back up again. And this is Ren Spontaneous Stream Jam. Oh, by the way, over 100 in the chat. You made it again. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's in here watching right now.
Thank you.
Feels really good to have over 100 people in here. And, hey, my boy Doug is here. What up, Doug? On the road for a family day trip. Well, have a good trip and tell the kids what's up. But oh, someone's cheating on their fellow with us tonight. Well, we appreciate you. 100
Who's doing
people
what?
yeah. 100 people crying. Listen. We're about to bring it back up and have more fun, okay? We're gonna have some more fun, okay? Now that Ren's broken us, he's gonna bring some smiles to our faces. So here we go.
Next time I'll plug my guitar in. The problem is, you won't be able to hear it, because only this is plugged in. Unless I played it close to there. Hang on.
Well, there he went. See you, Ren.
That was quick.
Maybe if I just crank the volume of this motherfucker here.
What up, Wilsey?
Hey, that's our boy.
Yeah, I need to plug my amp in like I used to do before, because that was better. I got tears on my sleeves, hold on, holes in my jeans, hold on, haven't slept in weeks, hold on, haven't found no peace, hold on, get my teeth tight, hold on, these tears run dry, hold on, two bloodshot eyes, hold on, two bloodshot, I hear a gunshot, two bloodshot. I don't belong here, in the place where life has left me. I'm 25 going on 150. My body feels old and I'm trying to live the weight from my soul is moving against me. I've emptied out my tear ducts, so lift my middle finger up. I'm screaming, fuck you, the boy, the pain, the heat that keep me stuck. The pain is sharp, the paper cut. Hate the most, but yes, I trust the most. Combust, I must be up, I must have rolled this courage up, boom. sparks fill the room. I'm feeling the rhythm I move. My soul is more worn than the soles in my shoes. Night train the blues, a mind with none to lose. I think I lost my sanity, calamity and shoes. Poor choice maker, I'll rip out the pages of faith, and I roll them up like pieces of paper. Take her, long full of destiny. A man with no path is a very strange entity. Got tears on my sleeves, hold on, holes in my dreams, hold on. Haven't slept in weeks, hold on. Haven't found the peace, hold on. I give my teeth tight, hold on. And these tears won't dry, hold on. To bloodshot eyes, hold on. To bloodshot. Bloodshot. Bloodshot eyes. But
I'm back. My camera failed for a second, guys. I'm sorry.
Disappeared.
I don't. Did somebody call me or something? No, I don't know. We had a fail, but how about that? I was not expecting Ren beatboxing today.
Not bad. He's pretty successful at that, I'd say.
Sure. Pretty good shit.
Now, if you guys didn't know, Shades and Dylan are the Midwest tag team beatboxing champions of the world.
It's true. We have a plaque.
And mine's over there.
Yeah, mine's at my other house.
But that's a joke. We haven't done. This is his song "Hold On," but he remixed it here, so it's really different to the original. So it won't spoil it. Okay. We haven't done "Hold On." But okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what this is. Fringe genre. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. That's them drums Thundy once. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we can't prove our beatboxing skills because Shades of Nice record label will claim our video, and we just said we don't want you to have all these ads. So we'll have to save that for a different day.
I just need a better mic. That's all I got to say.
I just need to learn how to beatbox. But other than that, we can't show you right now.
Can you explain that to me?
Where's Sunday's plaque? On his teeth. Hey, fine. Listen,
burn.
I have terrible teeth, and it's because of cancer. Okay, now you feel bad, don't you?
They should kick a man while he's down.
Okay, I think my camera's fine. I think it's fine. If it was going to shut off again, it should have by now. But, yeah. See, Andrew, come on. All right. We discovered yesterday Shades doesn't wear pants on stream, which in the UK is really risque.
And it is what it is. This is my house. I'll do what I want.
That's right.
Listen, cooking would be fun. In the down the road, we might do some things. Okay.
Ooh. Did you tell anybody about our new aprons?
Nope.
You gonna? No, I don't know if they're. We seen an apron. What was that on Victus?
Yeah, it was on Victus, I think. That was posted in our Discord.
Yeah.
It had some extra parts.
Hey, timing
it was hilarious.
It would be the perfect companion piece to our 4th of July limited edition shirts here, because everybody grills on the 4th of July. It's like a standard.
It is. Like, we had brats before. We had some cheddar jalapeno brats from Hy-Vee.
Hey, that's what I had for lunch.
But that's what we had for lunch.
Whoa,
Nice.
that's a small world.
We didn't even play in this. Look at that.
No.
I mean, we play in the
Nope.
shirts, but we didn't play in the bras.
Yeah, I mean, we pretend like we didn't, but we do. We coordinate.
Banana hammock? Soon. And I will model it for all of those who send who hit me up in the DMs. But Eddie said, I always envision Shades naked from the waist down anyway.
That's a strange vision, but hey, whatever works.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Best apron ever. Check out my meat. Oh, man.
It's a trap.
All right. Let's get
What
back
was
into
that?
this. Admiral Akbar, dog. It's a trap.
That's the most famous line from Admiral Akbar in Star Wars history.
I think Shades blushed.
Oh, I might have.
Oh, all right. All right. This is a long one. Let's get back into Mr. Beatbox and Daniels over here.
Let's get
Do you ever question your fate? The questions I make, is this all predetermined, the script or a play? Am I the protagonist in this tragedy? Or will I be the author of stories unmade? If so, I'll dip in my quill to my ink pot, keep on writing, never stop until my beating heart it flops. I'll write a whole different story, scene one, a boy full of hope. A boy full of glory, who stutters, I'm muttered that I would rather be tougher and living smoothly like butter. Not so bitter and cut up, and so I lit up and shut up. It's like I lit up and struck up the courage never to fuck up. Now I'm feeling the ruckus, now I'm feeling the strength, now I'm feeling the pain. Now I'm feeling the strength inside my brain with my pain. My boxing gloves and my hope that I trust to bust an uppercut, cut my demons up. Boom like a tsunami, smooth like a punani, bending once like origami, Salvador, I be the dolly, only love like Bob Marley.
Smooth like a punani.
Hey.
Fuck you, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Steve's just over here continually roasting Shades until he gets a reaction out of him. He's be like,
Man, what the fuck's going on, bro? This is bullshit.
Yeah.
just remember, Uncle Ray's the one that wants some Ren chops.
I wouldn't mind some Ren chops. Oh my god. Some Ren chops? It sounds delicious.
Uncle Ray emojis in the chat. Oh, Steve, I'm not saying that one on stream. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Hope that I trust to bust an uppercut, cut my demons up. Boom like a tsunami, smooth like a punani, bending once like origami, Salvador, I be the dolly, only love like Bob Marley, golden ticket, call me Charlie, riding Harley, Bengali, tiger style, call me Arnie. I'll be back, cut the track, slack your track, relax, you're in the beast, seat you in the peace, reach the canopies, and yeah, we climbing, building a brave new world into a whole new design, and with all this fire, we burn like the sun, a new dawn is rising, a new dawn it comes, diggity down with all the corporation, the one up, they down for they free, they run. Once deep with their roots, but their roots can be lifted. I'll be a renegade, yeah, I'll make a fist kit. Try to teach truth in the kingdom of lies. A boy, to bloodshot. eyes, tears on my sleeves. Hold on, holes in my jeans. Hold on, haven't found no peace. Hold on, haven't slept in weeks. Hold on, I get my teeth tied. Hold on, these tears run dry. Hold on, these bloodshot eyes. Hold on, too bloodshot, too bloodshot, too bloodshot. I hear a gunshot. Hey!
Oh, we picked it up. We picked it up. Now, this is so fucking fire right now, guys. But you know what? I got one thing I need. This is for Steve. I got a question for Steve, all right?
Guess what? Fuck you!
Oh, listen, it's just the tip. He's not going full in. I know. You see me over here wanting to drum to this shit, right? Listen, if any of our subscribers out there are absolutely loaded, you want to ensure that we can create tons more content for you guys. If you want to fund the demo and building of Thundy's apartment / future studio, I'm just saying that's where we're going to be able to record a lot more stuff, where we're going to be able to make music content and record it. We just need the funds to get it done. So if y'all want to help us out, I'd be working on some drum work to Bittersweet Symphony, and I would drop a video doing a drum cover. I'd pull up Spontaneous Stream Jam, and I would throw down some drums to it. Can I drum on a bucket? Yes. I've also got a cajon. It's sitting right in front of me. I'm using it as a tripod. I want to hear Thundy music. Well, that's going to be a minute, because we need a new place to jam and record, and we're probably not going to have one until we redo the apartment, which is going to be a few months. So that's where we're sitting at with that now. Sideways with the hammer. Yep, you're right. Yep. Guys, we're going to get through this, I promise.
Hey!
Cha-ching! Rich yacht!
Hold up. Thank you, Andrew S., for the $50 dono today. I'd like to hear you drum on a bucket. I have to get a bucket. Sunday just record already. Ren did it with a beat machine and brain damage. Listen.
You're halfway there, Thundy.
I got the brain damage. I don't have the beat machine, though. I am
That's
the
what I
beat
was-
machine.
That's
So
what I was
the
getting at.
difference there, okay?
Holy shit, we drummed Shades right off the screen.
We did. Shades is like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
I've had enough. Nobody gives me $50.
I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm out of here. I'm no longer a mafia member. I'm retiring.
Hey, for $20, I'll play Hot Cross Buns on my recorder.
Don't say that. Don't send it, Dylan. And they're gonna be like, crap. Now I gotta do it.
I can. I'll never forget that. Yeah.
But I also need a new snare drum. I'm working on that, and new heads, and drum mics, and it's a lot of equipment I need so that I can record a serious. But we're gonna get there, okay? We're getting there,
Hey,
dude.
if
was
Travis
my
Barker watched our yellow card video, maybe he would donate you some drums.
Man, no one watched our yellow card video. Stop it.
No, that one hurts.
They left me hanging at Ocean Avenue all by myself. Shades has left. It's premature evacuation. Got it. I got it. Dude, I have so many.
Hey, there you go.
It was 50
was
bucks.
working.
I don't know.
They don't mean right. I don't. Shades, what are we doing? What are we doing?
It was 50 bucks.
It was
Hey, yeah.
50. It was 50 bucks. It was 50. Listen, how am I gonna? Oh, look how dirty this is.
Irrelevant.
I can't. This isn't gonna fill it up the whole bucket. Look at that. What's happening over here? Oh my gosh.
Oh shit! Now I gotta get my recorder.
Dylan,
I'm not at home.
Dylan will get the recorder, and the next Ren video we record, he will play Hot Cross Buns in that video.
100%.
Hey, wait a minute. Why is Ren disappointed in me? I got the bucket.
We need. We need to see Thundy with a gold-plated bucket. That's gonna take. Someone needs to send us a gold-plated bucket.
I play a mean tambourine. I just don't have one.
Jade, it's right here. It's right here.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Except for it's gonna echo through Shade's mic, so we can't do that.
Oh,
yeah, you
I
can.
gotta mute.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
There, I played.
More. I need to know what it is. Play something memorable.
Listen, I can't play Wipeout on a bucket.
Why not?
Oh, now live performances, bitches. You could play spoons. Have you all not learned?
Hey, remember when
True.
Nick Cannon was in Drumline and then he went and had 28 kids? Be careful.
Hey, it's a great movie, okay? Listen,
Be careful.
listen, at this rate, I ain't having no kids. So oh, what is Agnes?
Good Lord. Thank you.
Next vid, you can accompany Dylan's recorder. Thank you, Agnes.
I'm
the
serious. 100%. I'll get that fucker out. I still know I got it all figured out.
Oh man, did not expect today's stream to go this way, but that's the way that it went today. You never know what's going to happen on one of our shows or in one of our episodes. Paradiddle that pale Thundy. See, Mary knows what's up.
See?
Mary knows what's up with them paradiddles. But all right, well, let's get back into our boy Ren, because that's really why we're here today, right?
Hey, I saw Mary's got a sweet setup. She's got a couple nice drum kits. I assume it's the same. Is that the same Mary in our Discord?
Maybe. Renegades go road.
Is that you, Scary Mary?
We have a Scary Mary here, but that's a little bit different story.
No, the Scary Mary in Discord, she posted a couple pics of her drum kits, and it's pretty nice.
Thundy, you sound like a three-legged donkey falling down the staircase.
Why does it have to have 3 legs?
All right, Andrew said, "Let's do this. Let's play this. Let's play this and get through it." All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Dylan, you just doxed our community member. You're fired.
Red, no, what? That's not what that means. I was trying to give her props.
How's the levels of the guitar, by the way? And for people saying my appointment, I don't have to leave until 1. I got 7 minutes.
It sounded great, Ren.
He said thanks.
Tad low, yeah. We can't really get much louder, to be honest, because we're not plugged in. But it is what it is. Hey, Hated to love it, the underdogs on top. I'm gonna shine, homie, until my heart stop. Envy me, I'm Rap's MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Hate it to love it, the underdogs on top. I'm gonna shine, homie, until my heart stop. And I'm Rap's MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me, girl. It's easy
You know
to
what song
love
that
me
is?
now.
What song
Could
is
you
it?
love me if
Hate It or Love It by The Game. Off the
Ooh.
documentary. Instantly, I was like, okay, I like this.
I read the cat orders meow more than their cats. Might be true. We could play the cat game.
What's that? Is that a thing?
We got someone good with that this week. Now, something I wanted to bring up here. Nikki said, I found an old Failer Fire yesterday that had me rolling. If you missed the Prof Butter video, you need to repent because it's great. That's where,
I'm not just saying this to say it, but there's literal gold in every, we never like stay on topic. And I think every episode is like fucking hilarious.
It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
that is where that clip comes from.
What can you do with that mouth?
Waifu Thundy was a thing for a video, okay? Hey, Cat Cam, I don't know where this... Steve, is that where Shades After Dark comes from? Renegades Go Rogue is a completely different kind of live stream. I don't even know what that would look like. And I want to know what a three-legged donkey falling down a staircase sound like. And where was the comment? Holy shit!
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Quick 2-minute clip from Zach Sang show interview with Ren. Ren reveals the meaning behind the pig mask. All right, that'll be right after this. Can you mew with that sound effect? If I had the
Mew.
mew, if I had that hooked up to this microphone, it just didn't work out too well. But yeah. All right. Well. Have anyone living seen Thundy play drums? I mean, I've actually shown my. You stop that shit. I have actually. Great pick, Steve. They are horse for lore. We are horse for lore. But I have shown some of my music on a stream before, and with Uncle Ray before, so it is floating out there. There might be some old clips on my personal YouTube channel. But the day that I have a home studio to play music in is the day that you guys get more consistent music uploads from this guy right here. So, all right, we are halfway through. Halfway through. Can we do it? Probably not, because we're not Bob the Builder, but we'll try.
Let's go.
get to know me, girl? It's easy to love me now. Could you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? Could you love me on a train? Could you love me on a bus? I'll ask 21 questions. They all about us. Man, old school 50 Cent was a fucking genius lyric writer.
He absolutely was.
And Nate Dogg as well, man. Rest Nate Dogg's soul.
R.I.P.
Nate
He
Dogg.
was so good.
Gone too soon.
Right back in it.
Shades After Dark is a prequel to Dexter, but he doesn't like to talk about it. The lore behind Shades After Dark grows every single day.
You know, like that plausible deniability thing? Like, yeah.
Maybe one day someone will find it and know exactly what it is. Maybe one day.
He was so good. Like back in early 2000s, late 90s, if you needed a chorus that you knew was gonna bang, Nate Dogg was so good. His voice, man, so good. Nate Dogg did die.
Nate Dogg, brother of Snoop Dogg.
No relation. He was in 213 with Snoop and Warren G though.
Oh.
And Warren G was Dr. Dre's half brother.
Okay.
There's some trivia.
Nate Dogg did die, yeah. One of the greats, man.
Complications from numerous strokes.
Is this one thing that caught me tripping? Is this one thing that caught me slipping? If it is this one thing and I was so with it, is this one thing that did do one thing that caught me tripping? Is this one thing that caught me slipping? If it is this one thing and I was so with it, is this one thing that did do yeah. We don't know each other well, but what I do know of myself, memories keep ringing bells. Times when we don't even think to speak and don't know what it is. Many think it's so serious. Is this one thing that caught me tripping? Is this one thing that caught me slipping? If it is this one thing, I was so with it. Yeah, it what it but did what. It's one thing that caught me tripping. If it's one thing that caught me slipping. If it is this one thing, I was so with it.
Can the hip hop professor recognize this one?
The one he's playing now?
Yeah.
I do not recognize this little ditty.
Not that guy.
No.
No?
Can you explain that to me?
I don't know this one.
All right, let us know in the chat.
It says One Thing by Amory. Familiar, I think, female R&B vocalist. I wasn't really familiar with her music, but I remember her era. So yeah, hip hop adjacent for sure.
I love that this is jumping from one bit of music to another. It's probably a little bit of what it's like to be inside Ren's head. Yep. My head, I'll sing jingles for restaurants and then start singing stuff from songs. It annoys the hell out of Shades. Like Romeo's Mexican food and pizza. I sing that one all the time.
I'm good with show like sitcom theme songs. That's my specialty.
Come on, knock on our door.
Three's Company? See?
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Love me some Three's Company. We'll be waiting for you.
Mr. Roper.
Oh, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. I grew up on TV Land, dog. Come on now.
Like with Mr. Ed?
TV Land had all the classics. I Dream of Jeannie and MASH and all of them. Green Acres.
I'm big on like Cheers.
Cheers.
Family Ties, Growing Pains. Everybody knows Golden Girls. That's a bop.
That's a bop.
Those were my hot chicks.
Listen, there's no Golden Girl slander around these parts, okay?
No. Much respect.
Much respect. There's a Betty White stamp dropping soon. I might have to get some. I only know this because I was at the post office yesterday because Doug sent us some sound panels for the shop.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you, Doug. I have a habit of bursting into song triggered by what people say to me. That's me. Love the theme tune for Around the Twist. I don't know that one.
I don't either.
I make up songs when cleaning. I have one called I Hate Fucking Legos when I vacuum. So are you fucking the Legos or do you hate Legos that much? That's
Painful. Painful either way.
I'm not even going to say what's going through my mind right now. I'm not saying it. I can't do it. I can't do it. We're...
Yep.
It's all about mama. That's all about you. That's all about mama. Anywhere you choose, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Anywhere you do.
You ain't no but hound dog, crying all the time.
Let's go.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit. You ain't no fair man. You said you were out of class. I bet that was a lie. You said that was our class. You said that was a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit. Never caught a rabbit. Never caught a rabbit. You ain't no fair man.
All right, before we get into that, thank you all. Thank you very much.
No Elvis.
Yes,
Okay.
Elvis.
No,
yes,
man.
Elvis.
No, like as somebody
Yes.
who come, Thundy, as somebody who respects music as much as you, Elvis was a shill. He was a puppet.
I fucking love Elvis, and I've said this before. I love Elvis.
Okay, but it's like this is a super hot take. He is the rock Drake from his era.
No,
he just
absolutely
yes.
no.
He was just there. Listen,
no.
he was performing. He was an actor portraying a musician.
No,
he didn't write anything. The dude,
incorrect.
Everybody
because the
wrote
motherfucker
for.
couldn't act.
Okay, he did not write his own material. He was singing somebody else's words always. I have a problem with that. He was portraying a musician throughout his whole life, and I don't like that. That's my take. I'll die on that hill.
Dylan.
Like Andrew S. said, though, he pulled it off. So, I mean.
No, it's the same thing, though. So, like, these people that do this, he's not the first, and he won't be the last. It has a market. He's very marketable. And there are musicians today that, I named one. There are several others that do a similar style. They're portraying a musician. I just feel personally that there's a lot of really genuine artists that don't get the shine. And there's historically been a lot of these people that have had this platform for one reason or the other. And so it just, to me, he's not the icon that he's made out to be. That's my take.
Listen, he was an incredible talent that got used and abused by the industry. That given today's realm of things would have turned out entirely different. He didn't have any training. All he could do was sing. He had to surround himself by people who could help him take that and take it to the next level. And I'm a huge Elvis fan. I grew up reading tons of Elvis books, listening to tons of Elvis music. I love me some Elvis. Okay, we can disagree over here. That's totally okay.
And the thing, I'll always share my personal experience with my take. I won't just drop a bombshell and like run off, right? I won't ever be cowardly with my hot takes, but yeah, that's my personal feel for that situation.
Speaking of takes, Steve says that Elvis is an example of when a boy band breaks up and the best one goes solo. Justin Timberlake, sir.
Hey,
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying that's the best example.
hey, I'm down with Justin Timberlake, and we already know who's gonna open for Justin Timberlake on a few shows, don't we?
We do?
Yeah, Chinchilla.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out the girl Chinchilla. I know she dropped something new recently, but we got to get back to covering some of her stuff.
Hey, I know Uncle Ray loves Elvis, and like I said, that's fine. I'm not ever telling people what they can't think. I'm just sharing my personal narrative. So obviously,
This is what I think, Dylan.
Shine it up real nice. Turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass.
Hey,
sideways.
Elvis. Elvis ain't doing that.
No, that's you with your opinion, sir.
Hey, I'll put my opinion wherever anybody wants me to put it.
You should be careful of that. Especially since you're married.
Well, yes. Better walk that back a little bit.
This is my opinion. I'll do what I want with it.
And I sleep on a couch.
Hit the deck! Yes! We love you, Scott Steiner!
That's Dylan about Elvis.
Oh yeah, I'll get Big Papa Pump on it.
Jesus.
These stuff like that happens in videos that you have no idea about.
Weird.
Okay.
Hey, we're keeping Ren from his doctor's appointment.
We are.
Let's go.
He's got to get to his appointment, man. He's gonna be so fucking late.
Somebody
earlier?
Yeah, said that this was the longest spontaneous stream ever. Like, no, like Ray's got some boppers. Like, we got some time.
10 hours. Okay. I was there. All right.
Take play.
Quiet! Quiet! Quiet!
There is a house in New Orleans. The rising sun, and it's been a ruin of many a poor boy. And God knows that I was one. Mama, the was a tailor, and she sewed my blue jeans. And my father, he was a gambling man, way down in New Orleans. and the only thing a gambling man needs is a suitcase and his trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's home and drunk. Don't remember this one.
Before we finish, House of the Rising Sun, bro. That's one that's
That's a
in my
classic.
karaoke rotation, bro. But I can't sing high. I go low with it.
Isn't it
it's-
crazy how you can hear like 2, maybe 3 notes of a song and you instantly already know what it is?
Yep, I was hyped. I was like, let's go. Because this is one I love to play with the band. And we have a very unique version of it. But do you guys have a favorite version of this song?
I would just go with the original. The only other decent one is Five Finger, but I'll go with the original.
Yeah, I think OG
So-
takes it.
No. So the greatest version of this song, I have to switch. I have to switch this to this tab. The greatest version of this song ever made is by Frigid Pink. Frigid Pink has the greatest version of this song ever made. I will not accept any arguments until people listen to it. Frigid Pink has the best version of House of the Rising Sun ever made. It's better than the Animals. It's better than anyone else's cover you've ever heard. I would play it here, but I don't want claimed. And it's on TouchTunes, so I play this on TouchTunes all the time. But Frigid Pink has the very best version. And I will go post it in our Discord jukebox after the stream. So go check out Frigid Pink House of the Rising Sun. Because it's the greatest, man. And I will die on that hill. 100%, all day, every day. I will fight you, Idiocracy Unfolding. That's not the original, but it's the best version. And until you hear it, you can't argue with me. And then once you hear the whole thing, you're gonna be like, Undy was right. I know.
Yes, fire breathing rabbit.
What?
Oh, he's talking about the version I was talking about.
Yeah.
Animals.
Yes.
All I know, Frigid Pink, they got the goated. So, all right, let's finish Ren off here. Giggity.
Don't you ever say that again.
Listen, if we were finishing Ren off, we'd have more than 120 people watching right now, I think.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Throwing down a gauntlet, cunt, Thundy. See you in Discord. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go drop it in our Discord. All right, go drop it in the Discord.
And drunk. Don't remember this one. If only I could get through this. If only I could get through this. God, gotta help me get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. Gotta take my mind off of you. Said I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. Bit of Daniel Bedding Bizzle. A bit of Daniel Biznage Beelfield. Yeah, I know it's time. It's time that we part ways, my soulful, sultry friends. Yeah, thanks for joining me.
All right. Well, no, because if I have to clip it out, we'll lose the live stream chat. I was like, I will play Frigid Pink at the end if y'all want to see it, but then
No, don't do it.
we get claimed and I'll have to
Yeah, I
clip
was
it
gonna
out
say.
and we'll lose the live chat replay. Can't do that, man. But I posted in the Discord. I posted the Discord link in the chat. Yeah. Checking it out now. Wow, that Frigid Pink dude has a banging voice. Just wait till you hear all the guitars and everything. It's amazing. It's
Right.
amazing. We did make it to the end. We're going to have, an hour and 42 minutes, and we've covered 2 videos today. We got
I
one
think
left.
We've got time to cover Steve, then I got to bounce.
What was the Steve?
Quick 2-minute clip from Zach Sang's show interview. Ren reveals
it'll
the
be
meaning
like at
behind
least
the pig
14
mask.
minutes.
That's about what I got. And then somebody commented about my take on musicians having to write their own songs. For me, all the best ones do. Now, there's songs I like that are written by other people and performed by someone else. The country music industry is very notorious for that. They're well-written songs performed by other people. So just my take. I'm really big on genuine thought, feeling, and emotion. And I feel like the best way to portray that is if it's something that you have written from the heart. So that's my take on singer-songwriter biz.
As a musician, though,
and like
I
as a hip-hop
disagree.
guy, like ghostwriting is so frowned upon. Like that's a big part of that stems from hip-hop being like my first like musical passion. So ghostwriting was like a no-no. That's like a cardinal sin in the hip-hop world. So
Well, what about the song that was written that another band's playing that we know about?
what's that?
Well, there was a song that was written that you got a band that's recording it now.
Yes.
Huh?
That is a different take. Yeah. But now, in hindsight, the reason that my friend cannot perform his own song is because he unfortunately is no longer with us. So this is the best case scenario that I could try to do to honor his legacy. So,
and that you guys will find out about.
I will say we still can't name names yet. No, it's going to be big, and I think that we'll be able to have this musician on a podcast to talk about why he was moved by the song. So I had a friend that lost his life to ALS. He wrote a song as he was writing the lyrics about his battle with ALS and basically being, trapped in his own body. He envisioned this song in another band's musical style as he wrote it. I was able to make a connection with said band and their singer and songwriter, and he was very moved. And I just wanted him to be aware that he had this influence on my friend's life, and he took it one step further and loved what was written and wanted to perform and record this song to honor my friend's legacy with a songwriting credit and with rights going to his family. So when that drops, you better believe we'll be talking about that. But that is a situation where I can let that slide a little bit.
Well, all right, let's get into it. Let's finish this out. Our last video of the day. Ren reveals the meaning behind the pig mask. I gotta point this one out. Jim Morrison sang a lot of songs written by Krieger, and I feel like his whole being oozed out of what he sang. Anything. A big Doors fan here. Big Doors. Let me play some Doors. My bandmate's like the reincarnation of Jim Morrison. Kind of scary. But a lot of people got some opinions on this, Dylan, in the chat.
It's good conversation, right? Like I said, I'm not throwing down a gauntlet or anything like that. People like what they like, but just I feel that the best comes from a genuine place of, writing what you know and what you feel and being able to, like, I can't sing. I'm a pretty, in my own opinion, a pretty talented writer. I've got notebooks full of song or poetry styled writings that just writing them was therapeutic for me. I wouldn't personally want someone else to sing them for me or perform them for me. That's just me, right? There are people who make stupid money being songwriting think tanks. And where it gets extreme, we make fun of it. You know, in a lot of pop music, you'll see a pretty generic song will have 12 writers, and that's just way too far. I can't respect that.
Seemed like a rusty door in a storm, and I felt that. All right, well, let's play our last video of the day. Ren reveals the meaning behind Big Man.
Let me ask you a question that may relate to what you guys were just talking about.
Sure.
What does the pig mask represent?
It is Animal Farm, and yeah, Animal Farm. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I was, and coming back to your question as well, I was a huge dystopian literature fan growing up. I don't know why. Ever since I was a kid, I was just really attracted to that. I watched the Zeitgeist movie when I was about 14 years old. I don't know if you ever watched Zeitgeist, but that blew my mind. And then I became obsessed with reading Aldous Huxley, George Orwell, Kurt Vonnegut, people like this, and that really leaked into my way of how I was viewing the world. And Animal Farm, yeah, it's the story of these natural hierarchies that we form, and how the animals were subject to falling, just how the humans were. And the pig, for me, the pig mask that kind of pops up in those things, it's almost like an uncomfortable companion who represents a lot of things. He represents greed, he represents my illness, but he's also so familiar in all of those situations that it's like the thing that I'm frustrated with and have been at war with, he's been there for so long that he's also my friend in a way. Or, you know, like Donnie Darko movie where you've got the rabbit there, and he's an ominous character, but he's also a comforting character for Donnie in that. And it's kind of like that, really. It's like this thing that is always there with me on this journey that is fucking my life up, but at the same time there's a comfort in there, because without him, and it's a funny one to think about, if I was just to wake up tomorrow and we didn't have to wake up and swallow a bunch of pills, and I was just 100% well, it'd be a surreal, obviously it would be great, but it would be a very surreal transition to not have that familiarity of just like, even now I'm sat here and my shins are hurting, my feet are hurting. It's to not have that familiarity when it's all that I've known, because I don't even really remember what it's like to feel completely healthy. So it's bizarre, because there's a weird comfort in it at the same time as being a discomfort.
Hey, I felt that, man. I have no idea what it feels like to be completely healthy. Ever since I was born, I've been going through health issues. When I was born, I had such a weak immune system. I was constantly getting pumped full of medicines and everything. I've been struggling with health my entire life, so I got no idea what that feels like. But so speaking of Animal Farm, did y'all know, before we leave here, y'all know there's a new Animal Farm movie coming out?
Is this true?
It is true. And you know who it's being headed up by?
A24.
Andy Serkis.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a new animated Animal Farm movie with Andy Serkis. There's actually a trailer out now you can watch, I'm pretty sure. And we've got Seth Rogen, Woody Harrelson, Andy Serkis, Steve Buscemi.
Holy smokes.
Kieran Culkin, Glenn Close, Laverne Cox, Jim Parsons, Kathleen Turner, this kid from Stranger Things.
Gaten Matarazzo?
Yeah, and Aman Vellani, who are all going to be in it as voice actors.
That's a pretty stacked voice cast.
It is. So there's a new Animal Farm coming out. So that should be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this, man. Stacked cast, dude. With Andy Serkis at the helm, I have all the faith.
I like Andy Serkis a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm not sure how this new Gollum movie's going to go, but
I'm less excited about that.
They're mentioning the Johnson rabbit. Well, we got a Johnson rabbit emoji. If you remember, you can access it. But yeah, so I just had to, since we were talking about Animal Farm, and my music video may never happen, and if it does, it may not happen until next year. Now, but I can't help that life had other plans for me, and I can try to force it as much as I want, and it doesn't matter. So, not going to happen. So, thank you guys for being here today. We had so much fun. So much. Well, it started out pretty damn serious, but I definitely think the appreciation is higher now. And we definitely recovered with what we watched after that. So, thank you guys for being here. Join our Discord if you want to hang out in Discord and chat with us. Discord finds out about everything that we do before everybody else. They get pictures of things that go down in real life that we don't share anywhere else. We're in there pretty much daily. We got a group of regulars that are in there pretty much daily. It's not overwhelming, but it's a cool place. We have a Ren Recon group. We got people keeping us up to date on everything Ren's doing. Place where you can suggest things. Place like the jukebox where you can just post music for people and us to listen to that means something to you. We got a lot of cool things going on in there. You know, like Doug places his cooking in there. We got something for pets. And then, yeah, I'm going to reiterate. We got these limited time, red, white, and blue Cyber School Media merch that's out through the end of the month. Go to cyberschoolmerch.com. Pick yourself up a t-shirt. We got this version, that version. We got a basic shirt that's like $20. We got a premium shirt that's a better shirt that's $30. And we got a women's fit tee. So, that being said, you guys have anything else to say before we wrap this bitch up with a bow and send it on home?
I've enjoyed the conversation today.
And you like dropping your phone?
I did. Boom.
Oh,
it didn't break out of
Hey,
case.
you're not supposed to leave yet. We haven't ended the stream.
So quick
Hey,
to
you
jump
like
the
your
gun.
pink one? We do. Hey, we actually got our pink ones in too with this. We have pink ones now too ourselves. So
I wore mine yesterday. It matches my pink short shorts. It looks awesome.
nice. You guys have been awesome today. We were over 100 concurrent viewers most of the show today, which just blows our minds. So it's crazy. Y'all were generous today. Y'all helped us start the month out right. And guess who's, Shade's birthday was last month. Guess whose birthday is this month, Dylan?
Well, it's not me, so the process of elimination. Thundy's birthday.
It's Thundy's birthday this month. My birthday is next week. It's next week already. My birthday is next week. So we'll see what we drop next week for videos. Gonna be a good time. Cheers to everybody. I'm just wondering where Shades went. What date?
There he
Date?
is.
I'm
I
back.
guess you'll have to wait and find out what date it is. What's up, Shades?
I was gonna do something, but change your plans.
Okay. Thank you for the happy early birthday. Well, okay, fine. I'll tell you. It's a national holiday.
The 19th?
It's the day that we're invited to the cookout.
Juneteenth, baby.
Yeah. My birthday's Juneteenth. For those in the UK, that is June 19th. My birthday's June 19th. So next Thursday will be my birthday. And yeah. So born at 6:19 p.m. on 6/19. So, fun facts with Thundarius. All right, well, we're gonna get out of here and let you guys go. We know y'all got an evening. I mean, 4 more minutes and we hit 2 hours. 4 more minutes and we hit 2 hours. Sit here in silence, staring for 4 minutes.
For 4 minutes.
Yep.
For 4 minutes. I am not still a baby. Tell that to my body, okay? AJ Moreno, whoever that is, he's live right now. If some of y'all want to roll over there, but
I don't know who that is. Who is that? Is he a musician?
Who's AJ Moreno? Is he
Somebody
another
hit us
reactor?
up.
Who is that? Who is it? Tell us. Tell us right now. Did we just stream snipe him?
Yeah, we had this on the schedule for a while.
Hi, I'm AJ, and I'm live, and I make music.
He's a DJ and a reactor.
What does a tattoo of literal candy around your wrist mean?
Look, we're stream sniping. He has no idea right now that we're watching.
I know what it means. A tattoo of it, though. That's mad. But I know. a company just reached out to me actually to do. In fact, I won't. I'll talk about that another time. Right, playlists. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me try and figure out where my thingies are. Vid for reaction.
So last week I made a remix of Doja Cat.
Thanks for just automatically starting, James. Let me scroll down. One sec. There's a band that I was supposed to do, and I haven't done it yet. And I thought, do you know what? Let me do it with you guys. Right, here it is.
Who is
Stop.
it? What band?
Automatically playing. How do I turn
I like
that
that.
off?
I like
It's
what
so
it-
jarring.
Yeah, I don't want claim.
Autoplay.
Play it, AJ. Come on.
No,
Who's
but then
seen
we're
the
gonna
video
get
of the little
claimed.
Japanese boy learning English, by the way?
Nope.
It is so funny. Bless that little kid trying his absolute best to learn it. Oh my days. Honestly. Raven. She's like, what's the one she said? Oh gosh, what was it? Do this from 42 if you can. What's that? Tori, is that? I'll have a look in a second. Honestly, Raven, it is been cracking me up, man. And he goes, she's like, teacher, and he's like, teacher, teacher. And she's like, hurry, and he's like, hurry. And she's like, 7 o'clock, and he goes, 7 o'clock. Clocker. Oh, clocker. Oh, clocker. And I was like, this poor kid. Oh, man. Anyway, right, guys, let me run this up for you guys real quick. Honestly, cracking me up. Right, guys, listen, look. The Paradox. Loads of you guys have been asking me for this. DMing me as well on Instagram, and my TikTok gang have been asking me to react to this. Apparently, it's an all-black punk band, right? Called The Paradox, like pop punk, I think it is. The Paradox. Do Me Like This. Chat, do you guys know of these guys, by the way?
Oh, but now I want to.
Anyone know of these guys? The Paradox. I've never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
So this is a proper first time ever listen. No, no one's heard of them. All right, cool. I have no idea. They were just like, check them out. I was like, all right, cool, let's go.
Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do
That's
that.
good. I like the 2 seconds I heard.
All right. Well,
All right.
everybody go over there. Tell him the Cyber School Media sent you. He's gonna be like, who the fuck is this? But
He needs.
let me see.
He needs to know.
He needs to know. So I think
That's right.
I think I just there you go. You could go over there. Tell him Cyber School sent you. We are out of here, everybody. Have a great evening. We love y'all. And yeah, we're out of here. We're out of here. Have a great one.
Later.
Later.
I take you on the ride of your life, and I'm moving fast. Only